Good morning. My name is Megan Sasha. I am your judge for the first half of the class, first half of the show bill for the November 22nd show. We are looking at the most colorful at Halter class. This is a nice size class. I think there's 15 or 16 in here. So I'm, of course, looking at confirmation and then is color as well. Color being the most important factor in this particular class, but then confirmation is considered as well. So as we're looking at the first entry, the horse seems to be quite balanced in terms of halter. A little hard to see with the as a silhouette, but horse seems to move just fine, tracks up underneath itself well. This horse has a nice slope in its shoulder additionally. So it's balanced, it's got a nice shoulder on it. Lacking a little in the color. But good, thank you. Okay, next entry. So in terms of confirmation, I can talk about that first. This horse is a little bit longer in its back than I'd like to see. So when you think about a halter horse, that top line should be about half the length of the underline. So when you look at this particular horse, they're almost even. So that's a drawback in the confirmation on this horse. But nice refinement in some of its features in terms of its neck and its head, a nice kind of pencil-y neck. I'd like to see pretty head on this horse. Again, horse tracks up well underneath itself. Okay, thank you. Next one. Okay, so colorful. We've got the color covered here. A little steeper in the shoulder in terms of confirmation on this horse than I'd like to see, but some good balance is happening here when you think about the thirds of your horse, how they should kind of look like they would be about the same in terms of mass. Good, some definition in like the hindquarter, the muscle in the hindquarters, for example. You can see that the horse is fit. Tracks up well. Really pretty tail and flaxen mane there as well. All right, thank you. Next one. I've been looking forward to this one since I saw the initial picture. All right, so we definitely have the color covered, don't we? Horse is maybe a little stiff in its movement. Pretty well balanced, actually, maybe a little bit heavy. Pretty tail. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Next one. Well, please. So the initial impression is that this is a really nicely put together horse. Seems very balanced. It certainly has some color happening here. Maybe the neck ties in a little bit lower than I'd appreciate if I'm going to be picky. Reverse, please. But nice hip, strong across the top line. Maybe a little longer, more of a performance kind of horse in terms of build. And maybe a little steep in the shoulder, but these are all, minor. None of this is like a major flaw. Great color. Really pretty horse. Thank you. All right. Okay, so we've got some color happening here as well. And the color would be this horse's strong point. Conformation, there's a couple of things that kind of stand out in terms of the little bit of a sway in his back, a little steep in the shoulder. But yes, definitely fits the colorful. Look at that tail, very pretty. Okay, nice. And when he pricks his ears up like that, he looks really cute. So thank you. Nice entry. Okay, we're getting there. All right. Similar to the last horse, I would say, in terms of conformation. This horse has a little more, a little heavier bone structure than the last horse. It's a little bit just kind of wider in its build. Not saying that's good or bad, just kind of making a comment about that. A little shallower in the slope of the shoulder than the last horse, and a little bit of a shorter back. So cute little head on this horse as well. So nice, thank you. All right. Okay, so definitely colorful. Maybe in terms of conformation, a little bit heavy. And a little steep in its shoulder when you stop there. You can kind of see that. But nicely balanced horse. It doesn't look like the parts are thrown together from three different horses. It looks like it goes together. Nice neck, nice head. Just a little bit heavy and could probably benefit from some additional muscle definition, but definitely fits the colorful. I like some of its markings on its points and the hock and things. Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Mm. Okay, go ahead. Take it. Make your turn. Oh, it's okay. They see it all the time, Court. And then make it good. Perfect, Courtney. All right. So, nice horse. I'm glad that you are taking charge there as the showman, making him do what you want him to do. I'm going to just pause it for a second because I didn't get to kind of comment on the beginning. The horse is nicely balanced. It's maybe a little swayed in the back, as you can see here. Nice neck. Nice. The legs appear, straight, conformationally correct. I appreciate kind of some definition that I'm seeing in the hindquarters as well. So there are some really good things happening here, and you just keep taking charge of that horse. You be the driver. You're doing great. All right. Dancer is blind. I see this horse. Okay. I have a great appreciation for the trust in this relationship then. Okay, so Dancer, he certainly tracks up nicely underneath himself. Lots of color, of course. Let's see, as you get him kind of set up here. So as you set him up, he's a little stretched out, so it's a little hard to see. But I can see that there's a kind of a medium slope in the shoulder. Does seem to have some definition. He does look like he has a job and kind of an athlete. So that's great. Certainly level when you think about top line, and you don't want a hip or a shoulder a lot higher than the other. So that looks really good. So thank you. Good boy, Dancer. All right, next one. Lots of color here. Horse certainly looks quite balanced. It's an impressive first impression. I like how the neck ties into the shoulder, maybe a little long in the pastern as he's walking along. These are details, because the overall picture is really good. So kind of where does my eye go? But the shoulder looks good. I don't know if you heard me talking earlier about kind of the ratio of top line to underline is really good. The horse looks like it has a job in terms of athleticism or muscle definition. Pretty, I like the flaxen as well. It'd be interesting to know how old this horse is. He looks a little higher in the hip than in the wither. Makes me think he's maybe a little bit younger. That's just a note. I would not be surprised to hear that he is. Okay, really good. Great. Yes, all things are looking very structurally, conformationally good with this horse. Thank you. Nice entry. All right, next one. Looks like it's got the color down. So definitely more of a performance kind of look to this horse as was the last horse, and a couple in here, and that's fine. Just a comment. Horse does look like it has a strong shoulder. Lots of color. It's a little hard to tell about kind of the strength of the top line. It looks good. It's actually easier on this side with his markings. So good top line, maybe a little bit long in the back, which you do tend to see with your performance horses, of course. Nice neck, pretty head, appears structurally correct, and then really pretty markings on this horse as well. So you guys are making it hard on me. Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Nice entry. Thank you. All right, we're getting there. Okay, another really pretty first impression on this horse. Kind of a medium slope in the shoulder. Looks like maybe ties in a little higher in terms of the neck. That's fine. That's just a comment. The back's maybe a little bit longer and a little higher in the wither, of course, breed specific. So nice in terms of its looks like its coat is really nice, pretty tail, and lots of really pretty color, kind of equal on both sides in this horse. And looks, structurally all good. So this is another really nice entry. So thank you. Okay, 2 left. It appears to be raining or snowing in this video. Good for you for still getting out there. Okay, so definitely has some color. Okay, good. I'm just gonna pause it here at the end when we're stopped, if I can. Oh, that just is not working for me. Okay, well, we'll look at it this way. I'll try again one more time here. So a little steeper in the shoulder on this horse, nice neck, pretty mane. Nice in terms of the back half of the horse. I like this. Yeah. A nice big hip. No, we'll try and catch it. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. We get some weight on the horse. There we go. Yeah, really pretty. Maybe a little bit higher in the hock on this horse as a comment. Kind of has that Appaloosa head on it, and otherwise really nicely balanced too. Okay, nice. Thank you. Thanks for going out there in the dark, it looked like. Okay, let's see. Last one. Okay, really pretty color. Love the blanket. Very eye-catching. Young horse, so as you'd expect, it is a little bit higher in the hip than kind of in the withers. Oh, cute head. Really cute head on this horse. I like the hip. It's got a nice big hip on this horse. Maybe a little bit long in the top line. That's picky. Oh, maybe a little steep in the shoulder. When we get stopped here, I'll be able to better tell that. But nice in terms of tracking up looks, okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to take that back a little bit about the shoulder. Looks really good. Structurally looks good. And the color is fantastic on this horse. So another really nice entry. And like I said, really cute little head on that one. All right, so let's get our placings in.